everyone, it's always a pleasure to welcome you again to House News. In this episode, we present you the latest information coming right here from the House of Representatives of Indonesia. So now let's have a look at our headlines for today. Commission 1 of the House strongly condemned Israel's attack on Qatar and described it as a violation of national sovereignty. The chair of BKSAP emphasized evidence-based approaches in shaping pro-environment policies, including mapping public expectations to surveys. The government released the 2025 economic stimulus package consisting of 8 acceleration programs this year, 4 programs extended into 2026, and 5 job creation initiatives. Commission 4, together with the Indonesian Quarantine Agency, is committed to strengthening national food security by monitoring the flow of strategic commodities in Central Sulawesi. Railway operator PT Kereta Api Indonesia has announced plans for a new train service dedicated to the needs of farmers and traders. Indonesian parliamentarians strongly condemn Israel's recent attack on Qatar and regard this attack as dangerous escalations threatening peace and stability in the region. Such aggression also represents a violation of international law.
Member of Commission 1 of the House Syahrul Aidi Ma'azat urged the Indonesian government to take a more active role by leading international diplomacy to organize a blockade and embargo against Israel. The step is needed to stop the aggression and ensure justice for countries affected by the attacks.
Qatar ini kita tahu bahwasanya mempelopori perdamaian, justru Israel datang dengan serangan yang tidak ada logika hubungan antar negaranya begitu. Tidak menghormati kedaulatan Qatar, tidak menghormati upaya perdamaian. Jadi sesungguhnya Israel itu tidak menginginkan perdamaian. Maka Israel harus diembargo, Israel harus diblokade, Israel harus ditekan secara ekonomi oleh seluruh negara. Tidak hanya yang selama ini berjuang. Dan itu kita lihat kesadaran beberapa negara sudah mulai ya. Dan mudah-mudahan akan terwujud perdamaian dunia dengan memberikan hukuman yang berat kepada Israel.
The attack has been widely condemned by the international community for breaching sovereignty and resulting in casualties among civilians and security forces. Meanwhile, Qatar stated the attack is unacceptable and constitutes a clear violation of the UN Charter. From Tangerang, Halim Amrullah, tvrparlemen, report.
BKSAP encourages the strengthening of marine conservation policies through adequate budget allocations, interministerial coordinations, and active participations of the public and various stakeholders.
Speaking at the collaborative forum between the House and the International Conservation Caucus Foundation, or ICCF, Chairperson of BKSAP of the House Mardani Alisera highlighted a significant majority of over 80% of the Indonesian public is concerned with marine conservation. However, government support and budget commitments have not met public demands. The collaboration with ICCF is intended to support comprehensive mapping efforts and to prepare well-informed policy decisions that are based on accurate evidence and analysis.
Hampir 80% lebih masyarakat sangat aware, sangat perhatian dan menuntut kejelasan terhadap kebijakan dalam konservasi laut. Bagus sekali. Tapi memang ditemukan dalam survei atau data bahwa belum banyak kebijakan, baik itu partai maupun pemerintah, yang khusus mengangkat isu tentang lingkungan yang spesifik ya. Dan karena itu tadi ada kesepakatan kita mau sama-sama sosialisasi dan kampanye kepada partai politik, kepada pemerintah agar isu lingkungan ini menjadi lebih diperhatikan dan lebih dijadikan landasan dalam pengambilan kebijakan, termasuk diantaranya urusan penganggaran.
Mardani hopes through a shared commitment between the government and ICCF, concrete recommendations can be produced and collaboration between science, public aspirations, and political commitment in protecting the environment can be strengthened. This approach aims to expand marine conservation areas, promote biodiversity, support sustainable fisheries, enhance public understanding, and active participation in preserving marine ecosystem. From Tangerang, Tiara Mustika, TVR Parlemen, report.
Commission 11 welcomed the government's launch of the 2025 Economic Stimulus Package, dubbed as 8+4+5 program, which is designed to overcome global challenges, accelerate growth, increase investment, and expand jobs employment.
Member of Commission 11 of the House Anis Biarwati emphasized the importance of maintaining national economic stability to protect purchasing power and expand employment. She explained the national economy has not fully recovered, especially amid global uncertainty triggered by geopolitical tensions and potential worldwide economic slowdown. Therefore, she encouraged small and medium communities to be more responsive to domestic policies.
Ya, niat baik pemerintah tentu kita dukung ya. Niat baik pemerintah kan untuk menjaga daya beli masyarakat. Ya, untuk daya beli masyarakat itu tentu kita dukung. Pada saat masyarakat itu daya belinya turun, tentu bantuan-bantuan yang bersifat menaikkan daya beli itu harus kita dukung. Ya, yang bantuan bersifat bantuan sosial yang sifatnya segera itu untuk maksudnya menaikkan daya beli tentu kita dukung. Dan saya juga mendukung yang sifatnya itu berkelanjutan gitu ya. Jadi selain juga yang sifatnya itu segera, yang memang harus segera diberikan begitu maksudnya, bantuan sosial harus diberikan karena memang butuh begitu ya. Tapi juga yang berkelanjutan jangka panjang itu juga harus menaikkan pertumbuhan ekonomi, itu juga harus gitu, karena pertumbuhan ekonomi kita ini kan ditopang oleh domestik gitu. Domestik itu kaitannya dengan konsumsi rumah tangga.
Furthermore, Anis believes the government's economic stimulus is a short-term solution to sustain economic growth. She is optimistic the stimulus can increase public purchasing power and achieve national economic resilience. Hilman and Koko, TVR Parlemen, report.
Coming up next, we bring you more updates on Commission 4 of the House. Stay tuned to House News. During a specific working visit to Palu, Central Sulawesi, Commission 4 pointed out the limited human resources and facilities at Indonesia's quarantine centers. These institution capacities are inadequate to handle the growing workload.
Member of Commission 4 of the House Abdul Haris Al-Masyari appreciated the use of the monitoring dashboard, which enables oversight of quarantine activities across Indonesia. However, he explained digital system must be supported by adequate personnel and infrastructure. The lack of staff and equipment often forces officers to work beyond reasonable limits. There was even a tragic case in which an officer died from overwork.
Kita dari lapangan tadi kita bisa melihat potret dari Badan Karantina Indonesia yang posturnya perlu kita naikkan lagi, baik dari sisi bangunan, peralatan maupun juga layanan. Layanan saya kira sudah melebihi dari kapasitas yang ada. Nah, ke depan mudah-mudahan Badan Karantina akan kita dorong untuk lebih maju lagi, insyaallah.
Therefore, Haris highlighted the increase in budget allocations for infrastructure improvement, additional staffing, and strengthened services to ensure the safety of officers and optimizing public service quality. This measures is important for the personnel and guarantee high-quality public services in the quarantine sector. From Central Sulawesi, Halim Amrullah, TVR Parlemen, report.
Commission 7 encourages MSMEs in the creative economy sectors to accelerate their transitions to digital platforms, emphasizing the need to remain competitive as imported products increasingly enter online market platform.
During a specific working visit to Yogyakarta, member of Commission 7 Lamhot Sinaga emphasized the shifting market strategies from conventional to digital. He mentioned current trade trends are centered on online marketplaces. Thus, MSMEs must adapt quickly to stay competitive. Lamhot also mentioned imported products tend to dominate digital platforms, making it difficult for local products to compete due to price and accessibility, even if their quality is excellent.
Nah, dengan adanya platform yang sekarang ini, tapi nantinya juga akan kita dorong bahwa platform yang ada sekarang ini lebih pro terhadap produk nasional, terhadap produk lokal. Kalau kondisi hari ini, ya terus terang aja ya dengan jujur bahwa platform yang ada sekarang ini lebih pro terhadap barang-barang impor, minati. Nah ini yang menjadi solusi ke depan yang harus kita lihat, ya, kita urai bagaimana supaya pelaku usaha mikro kita ini bisa kita dorong memanfaatkan platform digital yang ada sekarang ini untuk menjadi marketplace daripada semua produk-produk mereka.
In addition, Commission 7 hoped through supportive regulations and training, MSMEs can optimize the digital ecosystem, expand their market, and reduce dependence on foreign products. From Yogyakarta, Gunarso, TVR Parlemen, report.
Commission 4 approved an additional budget for the Indonesian Quarantine Agency in the 2026 state budget. The budget will be used to prioritize the protections of food, animals and plants from diseases and pests.
Member of Commission 4 Ellen Esther Pelealu stated limited state funds should not be an excuse to delay the modernization of quarantine laboratories. From the total additional 140 billion rupiah, the budget allocation is directed toward renovating laboratory facilities and equipping them with modern tools. Additionally, Ellen explained this step is necessary because it directly impacts food safety, animal health, and the quality of agricultural products in the market. With more advanced equipment, inspections at entry and exit points in Indonesia are expected to be more accurate and faster, preventing the spread of animal disease or plant pests that could harm farmers and consumers.
Kalau menurut kami dari Komisi 4 sebenarnya masih kurang untuk usulan penambahan yang dimintakan, namun karena kami tahu keterbatasan anggaran yang ada dari pemerintah pusat sehingga penambahan anggaran yang didapatkan hanya 140 miliar. Nah, tentunya harapan kami 140 miliar ini bisa untuk biaya renovasi laboratorium yang untuk melengkapi peralatan dan lain-lain sehingga hewan, tumbuhan dan lain-lain, tapi terutama hewan yang akan melaksanakan pemeriksaan di karantina itu tentunya dapat terdeteksi dengan menggunakan alat yang sudah lebih modern.
The public puts high expectations on stricter quarantine monitoring, especially amid high mobility of imported food and the threat of contagious animal diseases. The Indonesian Quarantine Agency can work more optimally to protect public health and protect national food security. Furthermore, Commission 4 will continue to monitor the budget realizations to ensure it is used according priorities and giving benefits directly to the public. Handoko, TVR Parlemen, report.
Indonesia will have its first commuter line dedicated for farmers and traders. Stay tuned right here only on House News. State-owned railway operator PT Kereta Api Indonesia is developing a dedicated train service for farmers and small traders to improve access to markets, enhance freight mobility, and support regional economic growth.
Indonesia is developing the farmer-trader train service, a special commuter line designed to accommodate farmers and traders with their goods and harvests. Inspired by successful models in China, the trains feature increased cargo space, wider doors, and removable partitions to make people easy to transport agricultural products and merchandise alongside their daily commute. This initiative aims to provide a more comfortable, efficient, and inclusive transportation option for rural commuters, support local economic activity, and alleviate congestions on existing commuter lines. Kereta Api Indonesia has begun trial runs for this new service, which focuses on early morning routes to markets and urban centers. Nowadays, there has been a strong demand from farmers and traders in Banten province to gain access to train transport as a way to carry their goods to market. At the same time, the number of passengers on the commuter line continues to rise. This has sparked the idea of creating a special train for farmers and traders, separate from the commuter line used by regular passengers. Even though it is still in a trial stage, this train is believed to bring big benefits. Distributing farm goods by train will strengthen the village economy and also help keep the traditional markets alive. An old tradition now returns with a more modern face.
Hang Nadiem International Airport in Batam is home to the largest runway in Indonesia and the second longest in the Southeast Asia. The airport has grown into a major international hub, playing a strategic role in improving the local and regional economy.
From its humble beginnings as a small airport to support the operations of state-owned oil and gas holding company Pertamina to its current incarnation as Hang Nadiem International Airport, the aviation hub in Nongsa district of Batam, the Riau Islands, has played an increasing role in growing the economies of the island and the archipelagic province. The 1,000-hectare airport was named Hang Nadiem to honor the Malay hero who defended the Indonesian people during the Portuguese colonial era. When it was first built in 1973, Hang Nadiem Airport had one runway of around 700 meters. Today, it has a runway that spans more than 4,000 meters, the longest in Indonesia and the second longest in Southeast Asia. After several years as a Class 2 airport, the status of Hang Nadiem was elevated to a national airport in 1985 and then to an international airport in 1990, serving international routes connecting Indonesia with Malaysia and Singapore. Another unique thing about this airport is the use of the Korean language on its information signs. This makes it the only airport in Indonesia that provides information services in foreign language. This special feature is the result of close cooperation with Incheon International Airport in South Korea. The involvement of the Korean side also makes Hang Nadiem a symbol of international collaboration, strengthening its position as strategic airport in the Asia region.
Asia's first and largest medical tourism special economic zone launched in Sanur, Bali. The initiative is a strategy to develop Indonesia health-based tourism sectors by positioning Sanur as a leading destination for international medical tourists.
Indonesia officially launched its first medical tourism special economic zone in Sanur, Bali. The project, inaugurated by President Prabowo Subianto, marks a major step in the country's effort to develop world-class healthcare services integrated with tourism. The Sanur Medical Tourism Zone is Indonesia's first integrated destination combining international standard healthcare services with premium tourism facilities. The development will host an international hospital, specialist clinics, medical research centers, hotels, and a convention center. It also involves local small businesses. Through a special center, tourists can find various handcrafts and typical Balinese food, while other parts of the islands, packed with nightlife and surfboards, Sanur's evolution is more considered. The arrival of these elite medical institutions located among coconut palms and ocean breezes feels like a return to Bali's true essence, harmony between body, mind, and place. Beyond healthcare, Sanur emphasizes wellness and lifestyle integrations. Patients will be able to access advanced medical procedures while recovering in Bali's natural surroundings. blending treatment with holistic healing. Families and visitors will find access to recreational facilities, gardens, and beachfront leisure, reinforcing Sanur as a unique medical tourism hub that rivals Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, and Seoul.
And that information wraps up our house news for today. I'm Reni Menario and all the crew. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time.